What's up? Just me, I guess. There was two in here, but that's all right. And I don't know if anybody else is streaming now or not. But hello. Hello, myself. I'm the only one. Looks like. That's okay. We'll just hang out a little bit and see who shows. That's perfectly fine. I'm sure somebody has one. Hello, other person. I hope you're doing well tonight on this hump night. I just wandered in myself. Can we try to blow my hair back? Be just a tad bit longer. Hey, good. Come into me talking about my hair. But yeah, I hope you're having a good night. I'm just hanging. Been around, worked outside all day. Gotta watch. Killing myself. Here I come to save the day. Yes, you did, sir. Thank you. You by myself. Hey, if you want to come in, you can come in if you want. I can send you a link. It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you. If you want to come in, I'll send you a link. I'm sitting around. Not too bad. Just hanging. Been working outside while the weather's been nice. We were supposed to get storms, but we got a little bit of rain this morning and a little bit of rain earlier, a little bit of lightning, and that was it. I guess we're not going to get till Sunday now or something like that. So, but yeah, I'm working outside, planting flowers. It was funny because I planted flowers. Hey, it was Edna. Hello, dear. I was out planting flowers in the morning, stopped, played some games with Gemma. Then went back to work for a little bit, then played another round with her. And she had to leave to go to the store, and I won the game by myself. We were playing duos. I can't believe it. Hello, Edna. How you doing today, my dear? Feeling any better? I'm only here for a bit. I had a long day. That's fine, dude. It's totally good. One of my friends got all moody with me because I wouldn't let. Yeah, you're gonna have that. Tired. Yeah, I'm a little bush too. I think Sunday, Monday, I got way too much sun. It was like 90 here, and Sunday I worked a little bit outside. Then went and sat at my granddaughter had her championship flag football game, and we faced the sun for the first game. Oh man, it was like 90 degrees. I was sweating. Ding dong me wasn't smart enough to wear shorts because I'd been working outside all day, and and that was a regret. Then Monday I worked in the yard, then cut the yard, and ding dong me waited till the sun was beating down to cut the yard. That was a mistake, and I paid for it. On Monday night I was horrible. I was shaking and pain. But that's life. I had to get it done. And I was away the last 2 days. And then we were told we'd get in storms. So I rushed the day through to get some stuff done. Nothing. No storms. Not yet. I think my friend fails to understand how much time and effort. Yeah, it does. And you've done quite a bit of it already, haven't you? I mean, I'm sure you can always learn more. You can always. Got close to 90 here too. Yeah, it was rough here. It was real humid. Today, it was real nice, cool this morning. Then as soon as the sun broke, it heated right back up. Then these little batches of storms that went around us, but it did cool our air down quite a bit. But it's supposed to, warm right back up again, which is weird because it's kind of early, kind of. I mean, we've been known to have like 87, highs in the 80s, especially around Memorial Day. And it usually rains in the morning during the parade or sometime that day. You've done your share of research, Ryan. I will give you that, man. You're teaching me something every day. I'll stop making fun of the ghost stealing your Cheetos. The joke's getting old now. How's the puppy? So Tuesday, how would you feel about talking about the lizard man? Ooh, I can look into that. Yeah, I know a little bit about that now. If it's just me and you, yeah, we can do that. She's taking the day off because of little man being home Friday and Monday, so she's got to get work done. So I'm cool with that. If you want to go and do that, that's cool. Duke is doing good. He hung out with me. Went for a run, chased some bunnies. There you go. We got ours hating the squirrels. Our grandpa's got it. Pop's got us. Got Puff hating the squirrels, man. It's funny. All he has to do is say, squirrel. He's gone. Yeah, I always thought that would be a good talk. I want to talk about Frogman sometime, too. That encounter with the Frogman. You've heard about that one, too, right? And I do hope you had a good day, though. I know you're tired. We didn't forget about you, darling. If you got ideas, Edna, you want to hear some of us talk about on Tuesday. Yeah, the Loveland Frogman, absolutely. We should talk about that sometime, too. Gemma would like that one. I think she's actually talked about it. I'm not sure. Edna, do you ever remember her talking about the Frogman? But yeah, that's a good one. See, I wanted to talk about that one a while ago. I keep forgetting to bring it up. Been sleeping for 3 days, still tired. Yeah, you're going through that phase. Well, when you get like that, just go out and sit in the sun or sit in the shade somewhere, kind of trying to relax, get some vitamin D in you and open up a little bit. Interested in lizard man? The lizard man is a good one too. And you got the frog man. There's another one. Let me think here. I had a list at one time. Oh yeah, Edna, if you got any good ideas, because we'll keep in tab of these. And anybody else watching, yeah, if you got an idea for a topic for Tuesdays, sheep squatch. Oh, she would love you bringing that up. She would love you bringing that up. Devil monkeys, yeah. But yeah, we can talk about those. I've heard about them. There's some funky stuff in Africa, like those little dwarfs. I would like to touch on some of the Fae species too, like trolls and gnomes and elves. Do one topic each Tuesday. Do a topic on one of them too. It's hard because everybody gives, they want to talk about a subject, but all you get is encounters. I want specifics. What's the deal behind these things? Anybody got any good theories, stuff like that? So yeah, folks got good ideas. Please send them in. Leave them in the comments. I'll write them down. But devil monkeys would be interesting. We've got devil monkeys out here. Do you really? Are you serious? I just saw that. Wow. Huh. You see, I've heard of them a couple times. And that's why I was like, this is something. But if you've actually gone and investigated them, do they fly? Or are they like squatch or something totally different? I guess we'll have to talk about it and find out. Interesting. I'll have to look into that now. Could be a whole other world. beneath our feet. You know, I do want to talk about inner earth one day too, because it's one of my favorite subjects. Ranchers' chickens and turkeys were being picked up by them. So I've heard vocalizations. Interesting. What do they sound like? Hey, you, chicken, come here. I don't know. I don't know. I saw a video earlier of this guy walking up a trail, and this howl he heard was just wicked. It was just a long howl. Baboons, they sound like, oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, because baboons they're creepy as it is, and they're sounds that come out of their mouths. Interesting. Now I am going to have to look that up later. Huh. Cool. Don't tell me anymore. I'll make that. I'm going to make sure that's one of our topics. But I got my pad right here. Okay. And Lizard Man. We can talk about Lizard Man Tuesday. And then Frogman. And we can do our setups right here where everybody can see so they know what to expect. Then the Devil Monkeys. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about them. I've heard like weird stories, but I don't know if it's the same thing. Hair colors need to be a topic. Speaking of which, I'm going to be documenting about. Oh, cool. Be in a documentary. Yeah, we can really try to get in depth about the pale crawlers, because then we can really talk about the difference between them and what people call rakes, and if there's any difference at all. But what I'm seeing, I don't think are pale crawlers all the time, and I'm not calling them rakes anymore. Maybe they're just demons. I don't know. There's something weird about them. Wow. The Ripley Report, very strong animal. Yeah, baboons. Oh man, you don't want to mess with that. Actually, there's a horror movie about a baboon and baboon tribe. Yeah. Anything else we should talk about? I got pale crawlers down. Yeah, because that would be. I think Gemma would enjoy that one too. Because she's done her video on pale crawlers. Maybe we can get a little more in depth because we really didn't get to touch the subject as much as we would like. I'm writing them down. Keep them coming. I think we should discuss the difference between Godzilla and Gorgo. Okay, that should be a serious topic. What do you think pale crawlers are? Actually, Ryan, when I see what I think is pale crawlers, they're always around like caves and water sources, like wells, dried up wells and stuff like that. Like they see in the the difference between Gorgira and Gorgo. Yeah, it's a serious topic. A lot of people don't know the difference. And why does Gorgira have 3 heads and one is always stupid? I don't know. That was a bad subject. But yeah, I think we should have a serious conversation. Since Gorgo is actually just a baby and Mama was big as crap. Well, it depends. The tribes called them the people before the people. They could be an ancient type of human that took. Yeah. Now, see, that I kind of would. And they just evolved down there. Just like in the movie, what is that? The Cave. And what was the other one? The Cave is more like, it wasn't a good place anyways, but what was the other one? Gorga. Was it Gorga's mama's name? Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was. And it's actually one of my favorite, even though that guy in that movie abuses that kid. He talks crap to that kid. The Descent. Yes, The Descent. And The Cave was the same way, wasn't it? What was the other one? There was another one where they break a seal in the beginning of the movie. or in an old church, and they fall through this thing, this mosaic on the floor. Turns out to be an elaborate cave system, and these like bat-like creatures are living there. I love Gorgo. Yeah, it's one of the. I saw Gorgo before I saw Gamera. Gamera as a kid was great. Now the new Gamera movies back in the early 90s, 2000s, right? Those are not too bad. I hope they bring a better one, do a better one. They need to now. Make one like Godzilla -1. I expect a Christmas release on that DVD set too. It'll make bank. Now you can get it from Japan, but it doesn't have English subtitles. And you can go over there, and if you got, I believe it's streaming on Amazon in Japan only. So if you have like a VPN and hacking, and you can get into Japanese, get on your Amazon, you could probably watch it. Yeah, Gamera the Brave did have potential. Hey, Mike, how you doing, sir? Behold, Mike. Thunder and lightning. I had a little bit of lightning, but no thunder. It was kind of a dud. And all that crap. Yeah, I didn't mind Gamera. It was, okay. But the later ones after that wasn't too bad. But it's like they could have, I always did think Gamera was a cool character, but they played him to the kids too much. Mike apparently eats thunder and craps. Eats thunder and craps lightning. I like that. And you better keep these guys in line. Mike's here. No Gemma. But I could put that picture up. I do have a picture of her in that plaid with wolf ears, fox ears. Should we get some? Chilling, I don't go into. Oh, chilling, you don't go until 8 a.m. Cool. Just don't stay up too late. We probably won't push past 2. Unless Edna needs me to just keep her awake. Then I'll just let her look into my eyes. I will knock her out every minute. Either that or I'll scare her and make her run away. Steve, I see the real Steve. I did though, Ryan. Lightly. I just saw it. It's funny. You guys are great. This is 4 of us hanging out, so thank you. I haven't looked really yet. I don't think there's any more than just 4. We'll hang out for a while. It's good. It's all good. This is what it's about. Just hanging out and shooting the crap. That'll be the day. Why, do you need me to send you an email? I may have to cheer you up. Put some oomph into your step. Maybe that will help. Put a smile on your face and make you go on your merry way. You get your husband to do the rest. Very lightly. You guys kill. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Ryan, you don't stay up too late. You've had a long day dealing with people. Yeah, you get that. I'm gonna do something smart. So when Gemma has time, I'm gonna have her write my story. It's not much of a story, but at least I'll have some good encounters that I went through. I haven't told everything. There's a lot of weird stuff that's going on in my life. And no wonder why I'm a mess. But yeah, seriously, I want more topics because I want to do some research. I dug up my one stuff and it was too late. So I was strange hearing my story. It was, wasn't it? Oh, that's right. She did your encounter. She didn't mind. She's my black-eyed kid. She touched it up a little bit, which I thought was nice. It was just a weird day. I have no idea my friend was offended. I did all the work for the book. Why would I ask anyone to co-author it? Yeah, really. I'm working with 316 stainless steel tomorrow. So that's easy. That's good. Or I get today, I guess. Yeah, it's today. Just don't cut off no fingers or toes or head. Thinking about it. But that's a good job. That's a good trade job. I'm telling all my grandkids now, going to trade schools. Don't need people to fix those automated machines at McDonald's. Since they're going to fire half of the employees I guess they're pretty much already automated in the service. I mean, the cashiers and stuff, other than somebody just taking the cash. And the cooks, I saw these new machines that actually flip hamburgers and do everything. Somebody just has to put the burger together. It's like there's two people right there. That's all you need to run your shift. Some have robot arms. Yeah. That's like the car dealerships. I mean, the car makers. They were some of those people were kind of upset that, they went automated, but they cut down on accidents until people started getting killed by the machines. I shouldn't have said it that way. Sorry, YouTube. I mean, no bad words out of that. Not at my shop, but it's coming. It's coming likely sometime. I was at the one movie, Overdrive or whatever it was. I'm playing with my pen. Sorry. Maximum Overdrive. All the machines and cars turn against us. Oh, know what Gemma would like? The Flatwood Monster. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, no doubt. I want to go back, but I think she did touch on that. But I have to go back and make sure. But yeah, she would love that. Good topic. I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, no doubt. Cool. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, I finally figured out why the kids got me a iWatch. They're tracking me. Yeah, man. What did I tell you about you guys sticking together, Edna? You guys need to keep an eye on each other. And now they're just keeping an eye on you. They're doing their jobs like a children should do. And then it's a little, if they get a little too tracky, I'm sure you'll let them know. But yeah, everybody else is tracking you too. So what difference does it make? I mean, I'm sure that I'm being watched now. I know I got kind of a pass, so I have a habit of speaking my mind a few years back. I had to tone it down quite a bit. And I knew somebody erased some of it, so they could never be found. I paid a little extra for that, but yeah, I got kind of riled up a while back ago. I emailed them all saying the gig is up. I know what you do. You're busted. Don't come over here. I'm going to give you a nub. They care. The youngest text back. Server alert. Oh, that's so bad. The NSA don't want to mess with it. No, they don't. No, they don't. Are we all going to break into chorus now? The song from Rockwell. Somebody's always watching me. Yep. I mean, that goes back. It goes way back. Well, not that far. Well, actually, who knows? But it goes back. I remember that video. That's like the other one. Oh, jeez. Um, Land Down Under. What's the name of the song? What's the other? I'm gone blank. See, I do it every time. With Michael Jackson. With the men down under. What was? Yeah, and the song was "Who's Knocking at My Door." I always thought that was kind of a creepy song too. We Are the World. There you go. The safety dance. Oh my gosh, that was a weird song though. There was some weird songs back in the day. 80s was a weird time. Men at Work. Thank you so much, Mike. I told you, I still get nervous streaming. I really do. I go blank. Who can it be now? Thank you. I knew what I was getting at. Don't get me going. We got you, Mike. Your typing's like my talking. Breath you do. Hey, I'm a big Police fan. Yeah, definitely a Stalker song. Yeah. You know, I was a big Police fan. I saw the Police at the Agora up in Cleveland before just before their first album, before Roxanne got big. I even said to the guy I have a recording of it somewhere on tape. We took a cassette player in and I recorded. Yeah, a huge Stalker song. Oh yeah. Sting's bipolar, so he finally openly admitted it. Him and Stuart Copeland used to get into it all the time. But yeah, I was a Police. My three bands in the day was the Police, Rush, and Pink Floyd. That was just after the punk phase. I kind of started going back to. But I saw them at the Agora before their first album was released, and I followed them ever since. I had a feeling they'd get big, but it helped when Eddie Murphy sang Roxanne. Fields of Gold was actually quite a beautiful song. Yes, Sting solo has some. When he went solo, he does have some beautiful, beautiful songs. My face is puffy again. You can tell I've been outside. I always thought Strange Way by Firefall was a great Empath song. It's actually, they could have been, to be quite honest. It is a great Empath song. I'm an old 80s. Yeah, I wasn't as much as a headbanger. I wasn't much into the hairband thing. I didn't mind. I was a big Judas Priest fan. Their older stuff. And I didn't mind Ozzy by himself. And some of just the odds and ends songs. I wasn't that big into, like. I was a Kiss fan in 6th grade. And it lasted till about until I became a punker. And then when I became a punker, but see, I'd met Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, the neighbors that lived next door to us. Their uncle was a roadie for them. When they came to Columbus, he got us backstage. Paul was pretty nice. I didn't get to see Ace. And Peter Criss was, I think, with his wife. Skid Row. My little brother was a big Skid Row guy. He wasn't a Warren guy, but yeah, he was a big head. He liked I liked Iron Priest, and he was a big Iron Priest fan. I mean, Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden fan. Hi, Rainwater. How are you doing tonight? I hope you are doing well. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. You always come in and say hi. I don't know if you hang out or not. I don't use my app during the my streams. But welcome. I'm glad you stopped in. Ace was probably super. Yeah, he was a crazy dude from what I understood. You could hear him talking in the background. I just never got to talk to him. But Gene, man, he kind of disappointed me. I'll tell you, the best rocker I ever met, well, actually, there's two of them. And I couldn't believe they remembered me both times. I had met Sammy Hagar. My brothers took me to go see Montrose when I was real young. And he freaked out. He was like, Liam, get up front. And my brothers got up front because of me. And he was like, I can't believe somebody brought their little brother. That's so cool. And then we saw him. I saw him with Van Halen, or Van Hagar. And we were actually at the second row in at Deer Creek in Indiana. And he looks down and he kept looking at me. And he goes, there's no way. And he goes, didn't I see you at a Montrose concert with your brothers? And I'm like, I changed a lot. How do you remember me? Because I don't know, dude, but it's something tells me. He gave me a hat and everything. It was really cool. Hey, Smoochie, how you doing? Misbehaving. But Sammy Hagar was super nice. And then James Dio. I had met him a couple times. And that sucker remembers your name. Bless his heart. Rest in peace, Ronnie. He remembered your name. It was amazing. Every time he knew me, as soon as I walked up, hi, Steve, how you doing? Good to see you again. It was like, holy crap. Dude, I always would freak out. It's like, how do you do that? Because I know everybody that comes and sees me. I stopped playing. I stopped. I played in a band in 2007, but did it for years. Really? I was in a punk band for a very short time. I've met so many, even got invited backstage to after party a couple times. Isn't it awesome? Everybody goes, how do you get so lucky? And I go, well, some of it is the fact that I kind of try to put myself in the right place at the right time. I don't consider it luck. I get lucky being able to get myself where I need to be. I don't know if I'd call that luck. My ex is a drummer. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I'll be home doing well. That's good. Smoochie, that's good. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We'll keep you in our thoughts. I have been. Believe it or not, Smoochie, I have been. Yeah, Ronnie was a good guy. I mean, he was always willing to talk to you. Never shied away. I never once asked him for an autograph just because of the fact that he always remembered my name. I never did. Sammy's is in here somewhere. I met Chuck Norris a number of times. He actually sponsored me a couple times. I never asked for his autograph because he was just too nice. I didn't feel right asking for it. I still have one Jackson Carvel. Oh, really? It is good to hear Smoochie. That is really good. Yes, finally got some sleep. You needed it, sweetie. Even misbehaving needs to rest. That is awesome. That's good. Yeah. So who else met people? I met a few actors. I met Arnold. Arnold is exactly what he appears to be. I met him because they hold his what is it? Ah, man, see what I mean? Here in Columbus, and this fitness show in Columbus. It has since the beginning, and it draws a big crowd, man. But yeah, he's just like you'd expect him. Met a few wrestlers. I know Ryan has. I'm not a big wrestling guy though. That my little brother, my dad was big time. My dad is big time. Stress alone is exhausting, isn't it? Though it is. It is very exhausting. Yeah, it is great news. That is awesome. Well, just take good care of him. And you don't even realize it. Yeah, you don't until you sit down. You do eventually when you realize you're sitting down one day and you're like, then you realize you got so much on your brain and it's just pulling you down. I've had a couple of days like that. It's like, oh, I gotta sit down. I gotta stop. Too much on my brain. I'm exhausted. Oh, that's why I'm exhausted. Too many thoughts going through. Yeah, yes, it finally hit. Yeah, it does. And when it does, it's always almost too late. You're just too late to even try to slow it down to where you don't have to be so tired. I felt bad for my dad the last couple of days. This crazy weather, man, messes with him so bad. It messed with me. I mean, I shouldn't have been out in the sun this day. Monday was the worst. I came in Monday night. I felt like I started right into the tremors, then the muscle spasms, then the cramps. By 10 o'clock, I was in tears. It was like, holy crap, man. I felt sick to my stomach. So I have a funny feeling I had a little bit of heat sickness, and it just triggered like domino effect. So funny, I went out and bought a few fish for my. Oh, there you go. You have a pond? That's cool. Yeah, I want to put one in here, but I got to get everything situated. But I don't know. There's a lot of things I like to do, but I don't know how much time I have. Because I'm not going to keep the house. I'd love to, but Worthington's expensive. Taxes kill you. I'm going to get all that depressing stuff out of the way. So funny, I went out and bought a few fish for the pond. An old fiberglass boat I turned into a pond. Oh, cool. That's actually a great idea. This watch tracks your sleep cycles. It'll be interesting to see what my brain is doing when I'm having these. Yeah, it will. That actually might be an interesting little thing to kind of keep tabs of. Seriously. Ryan, did you leave? You got off quiet, man. You left, didn't you? Well, you said you were only staying for a minute. Be that way, not say goodnight. Did he, or I just didn't see? Anyways, yeah, that actually would be really interesting. I won't own one. See, my problem is I'm allergic to certain metals. And every time I wear a watch or anything like that, even digital stuff, it stops working. And I'm highly allergic to anything nickel. Yeah, I bet it is pretty cool. Yeah, you should actually keep a ledger. And there's nights, there's ones you wake up and you know, or you take a nap or something and you have one. Write everything down. See what the differences are. See how active they are. That would be interesting. I would like to know that now too, because I've had a few more lately too. REM is a must. See, that's the problem with me. I get a very short REM sleep because of my rocking. That's what they yell about me every time I do a sleep study. You probably got only about a half hour to an hour of REM sleep. That's not good, dude. I will definitely do that. Yeah, let me know because I'm curious. I am really curious. And if you can remember any parts of your dreams, are you writing them down? That's important too. Because I write mine down. Now I stopped writing down. I try to remember counters now. I try not to write them down. I burned all but the angel, the Lady in the Light picture. But I don't draw anything I see anymore because I felt like I was going to bring it home or bring it into me. So I got rid of everything. I have a few. I still have ledgers of others people's encounters, but nothing of mine. Nothing of the weird stuff I see with people. I saw a weird thing the other day. What was it? Yes, the dreams are coming more frequently. Mine had to. Mine had to. And like you said, like I said, even if I sleep 3 hours, probably only an hour of that is a true REM sleep. But sometimes I feel like when I leave, what if I leave? See, anymore, my life has gotten so crazy. I don't know. See, some people say I illicit dream, and other people say that I actually astral project. Now, when I was younger, I'm pretty sure I was astral projecting, but I think it may have changed as I get older. I don't know. My kids swore if you talk about it, yeah. So yeah, they spoke in whispers. Just like Ryan will tell you about with Indian lore and all that stuff. They don't like to talk about it. It brings you in, and it's true. So I had to get rid of all that. I got rid of it. I got nervous. Actually, Patricia, one of my friends, said, "You still collect that stuff?" And I said, "Yeah, I always draw a picture of what I see, and I'll write down, what went down." She goes, "Get rid of it." She says, "You don't want to bring that home." I go, "What about encounters with other people?" She goes, "You might be okay with that. But the stuff you see personally, Steve, don't keep it. Get rid of it. Because it's not a good thing for you." So I did. Yep. They don't give credit, speaking knowledge, and it becomes attracted to you. Yes. And yeah, that's another thing, Ryan. We really should talk about Toplas. Because, we've got to talking about that one day about the difference, and you kind of brought up some things that were really good thoughts. And that'd be another good subject to talk about is Toplas. Cherokee and the Blackfoot are very superstitious. I think I'll tell you, any of the Indian nations, India, the Mexicans, they're superstitious as crap. You go to South America, they're highly, highly superstitious. I know in Switzerland they are. So there are all types of superstitious people out there. But yes, they are. Everything's a sign. Yes. Yeah. Maybe that's what happened when I had the sleep paralysis and the squatch. It's highly possible. Dying are superstitious as well, but they also are very spiritual. And see, that's the thing. Yeah. It's like the Aztecs. They, people don't give credit. They, talk about them all the time. But the Aztecs and the Mayans were very spiritual people. I'm a little superstitious. My grandma Bowen, my mom's mother, she was real superstitious. Really superstitious. Navajo, yeah. The spiritual people that I think I find most interesting and most easy to talk to people of any race or tribe or anything. There's something about them. Yeah, I think we should talk about Topus. We have some good subjects going on here too, because I'd like to touch on Cajuns. Yeah, they are big time too. I like having a good conversation. We got to keep Brian awake. He doesn't know, but somebody right now is right behind him stealing all of his Cheetos. They even got past the doggy. We can definitely talk about that. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to talk about. And now having a threesome, it's real good. because there are times I have something to say and I can. She's amazed me. Bless that little lady. She really getting into these conversations too, and that's what I like. That's what it's about. I want to talk about the knowledge behind the things. Not, I don't mind bringing it because you have to have the encounters to kind of. But I don't think I hear everybody talk about the same things. They can eat my Cheetos. I have chocolate. Oh man, you got chocolate done. I have cookies out there I need to make, and I keep blowing it off. I'm waiting for my son to go, would you make your peanut butter cookies, please? I usually make like big batch of peanut butter cookies and a big batch of chocolate chips. I bought everything to make them. I just haven't done it yet. I've been too busy trying to get stuff done. I want to get the yard done so I can enjoy the summer just doing keep up. I have a house to paint too on the outside. That's going to be fun. I'm going to do it all but some areas that I can't do, and then I'll have somebody come in and do those areas. Yeah, I make a really good peanut butter cookie. I'm trying to learn how to make my mom's chocolate crinkles. My mom made the best chocolate crinkles. Oh my God, they were so good. I'm heading for your house now. I'll make them. Yeah, I've got everything to make them. I just haven't made them. I haven't had time to really cook. I like to bake. I like to cook, but I like to bake. I'm about due to make a chocolate cake, and I'm about due to make one of my cinnamon strudels. I make a mean coffee cake. They're gone. I make a big one of those big square ones, and it's gone within 24 hours. Boom, gone. Which is good because you don't really want to keep it around. Peanut butter cookies. Yeah, I like peanut butter cookies. My son loves peanut butter. Don't worry, if a skinwalker follows me, I'll just yell at it's good get on. That's all right. Bring them along. I'll have enough for everybody. If they want a chocolate chip cookie or a peanut butter cookie, I'll got you covered. It's funny because my mom would make those candy kiss cookies, with the peanut butter cookie with the candy kiss in the center of it. I always took the candy kiss out, saved it for later, and ate the cookie. So you come in to find a whole plate of the chocolate kisses, and all the cookies would be gone. Man, she made this chocolate crinkles, man, and they were so good. They just almost melt in your mouth. And I love no bakes. How many here people like no bakes? I just love no bakes too, but I have a problem making them. I never get them to turn out right. And my ex makes them she's perfect at them. She gets them to come out like store-bought no bakes. They're so good. Nah, we don't share peanut butter cookies. Those skinwalkers are just kidding. Well, you don't have to worry about the Wendigo because he's in the corner eating the Cheetos in the dark. So you're good there. We just have to worry about the skinwalker. Unless the paraquallers come along and want to sneak in on us. I have to roll. Have a good one, bud. Get some rest. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Be careful and all that stuff. Thanks for coming in, Mike. Be good, Mr. Behold. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful sleep and slumber. I can talk. Yes, have a wonderful one tomorrow. Pixie is streaming tomorrow, folks, for those coming in now. She will be here tomorrow night at 8. Gemma at 7:15. 7:15. She's been starting early on Friday. And I will be here Saturday night at midnight for Gemma's replay. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do that. I might change it up a little bit. Thank you. I'll try. But yeah, Mike, have a wonderful one. I hope to see you one of those days. I'm sure I will. Oh, excuse me. Me too. I've noticed Ghosty won't let me be bad, so I go for laughs. You're doing fine. Actually, we have to be careful now because YouTube is. Now, hopefully, I can start working on her to do some live shows over at Rumble, and we can have a little bit more fun. Because I like to be able to touch on subjects with a little more depth and be able to be pretty much more free with what we say. Ghosty is an iron fist. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I just have to be careful. And this is not my channel, and that's the other thing. So that that's why I'm a little extra careful. I already got her in trouble a couple of times, so and had to. The last 2 times I got out of, I had to get out of it, which it was done, but still, I have. I don't want to hurt Gemma. I didn't put you in timeout. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, did I? No, that wasn't me that did that when you were instigating it. It wasn't me. If I believe it wasn't me. You would know when I put you in timeout, lady. Yeah, Gemma did. Yeah, because you would know if I put you in timeout. You'd be seeing me sitting here with that ruler. You might like that. That's bad. I'm sorry. See, I can be a little naughty too. Who cares? I'll behave, Edna. I don't want to get anybody through. We got to behave, Spoochie. Edna will get us. Mike left, so he got lucky. He got to sneak away. So, Edna, I meant to ask. I'm watching. Whoa. We just turned 50 Shades of Ghost. No doubt. Oh, that's funny. Edna, you said everything's been cool with not seeing stuff, the kids or anything? Because I know a lot of people have been having problems since the eclipse. I've got friends who never believed in stuff like this, is not believing. They're seeing stuff, and he's like, this one guy who definitely was a skeptic was like, dude, I've seen some stuff. I'm like, really? And he goes, yeah. We were standing in a store, and I swear I watched this guy walk through another guy. I'm like, what? He goes, I swear, it freaked me out. All the way home, I was like, I didn't know what. Everything's been great. Good. Because I want to keep tabs on that. Because I want to see. I've been looking at everybody that's had, something that's happened and are afraid it's going to happen again. I'm trying to peg certain times of seasons. This is going to sound weird. Everything's picking up now because the veil is thinning and it is lifting. So not only are we starting to see the other side, it's starting to come through. And I honestly believe that because, it's just not about everybody having a camera now. I think it's activity in all things have actually picked up because of the state of this world. Things are revealing themselves now. But I'm noticing when it comes to certain, what we call it, spiritual things, that the ghosts and stuff like that. Lately, I've noticed over the last couple of years that are between the end of September to about mid-January, things really pick up. And then it kind of slows down again, but it doesn't go away. It just stays like this really high steady. The women are on it now. The Tornado Chaser max velocity has MOD like me. Oh, really? My sister and I both told them that these kids see anything, believe them. Yes, yeah, you told me that. That's important. And tell us about it. Yeah, don't, if they need to talk about it, let them talk about it, but let them do it at their own pace. I guess that's what I was trying to hit back in that email. Now, it's not that you don't want to discuss it, but you want them to be real comfortable first. That way you get details, because you want details. Details are important. I believe it. Ghosty, everything gone bananas. Oh, it has. And it's going to get more interesting. Well, hello there, Mr. Ron Forrest. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for returning. I noticed you kind of become kind of regular. Thank you so much. We love to have you. Maybe we're seeing so much because Mother Earth needs to repair itself. That's the Earth cycle. That's why you're seeing the storms and everything, the solar flares. So the sun's going through a cycle. We're going through the cycle. We're all connected. I'd put crystals in. Yeah, you said you did, and I think that's good. And tonight would have been a good night to charge them because it was a full moon tonight, I believe, wasn't it? And it's pretty bright. The clouds finally cleared out. I'll have to look. Is it a full moon tonight? Is it? Because it was almost full last night. Yeah, it's a full moon tonight. Next one is 29 days away, so it's a full moon. That's another thing. You see, you always see stuff heightening. Things get a little nuts around full moons too. The Great Reset. I kind of believe that, but we've gone through those before. That's your economy and everything. I think people, I don't know, everybody takes a different take on how the Great Reset works. Most people would tell you it's just everything resets. I think that's already happened, and we just haven't realized that. That's why these people get the Mandela effect and stuff. And the poles are starting to shift. And I don't think people realize that either. Latra, what's up? How you doing? No, my phone says tonight. Well, it is tomorrow, isn't it? So that would be tomorrow night. That would be tonight night. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. It's a new day. Yes, tonight. It will be tonight, since today is tomorrow. No. Okay. So it's not quite full. Amanda, it's bright. Steve. Full moon the last few days. No, we've had, it wasn't full the other night here. There was kind of like a sliver missing. I had my telescope out. They used they used the same freaking for the fiber optic lines, and they do the oil. Frederick and land and water has now been poisoned. Oh yeah, it's actually the year 1120 something. Well, if you go by biblical, anyways, we're just natural beings living in a supernatural world, but we are, and you might find that we're a little bit more supernatural than you think. They're keeping it hush too. Oh, there's so much they're keeping quiet. What do you think all these distraction are? Trump trials, Oh yeah, it's about Trump trying not to become president and all that crap. But these are all distractions from what's really going on. But you've got to have almost an Alex Jones mindset to understand it all, because there's a lot going on. Prophecies are being fulfilled. Things are going down. People are seeing more weird stuff every day. People are acting weird more every day. Like I said, it's going to get way worse before it gets even close to getting better. You have fiber optics in your front yard? Wow. Love you, man. Is that Frederick MD? We're watching a movie. Oh, cool. What are you watching? Some people say we live in a. Yeah, you get that Matrix thing. I hear a lot of that. Actually, I don't buy that. I mean, they had, it's just some things I have a hard time buying. Not that I don't buy it, because there's some things that go on in this world you would definitely go, oh, we're definitely living in a matrix, a simulation, and I can see that because there's weird stuff going on. Yeah, fiber optics is the new thing now, and it's coming to a country town near you. When Noah was 900 years old when he passed. How come people don't live that old anymore? Maryland has a lot of underground water springs. Used to be the best. This stuff is killing everything now it touches. We have some of that problem now down south. There's a lot of natural springs here down south and a few up north. And now they tell you to filter it before you drink it. Yeah, it's what goes around comes around. It's a cycle, just a cycle. Every civilization before us has been through almost the exact same thing. E. coli in your neighborhood, oh, that sucks. Yeah, you got to be careful of that crap. It'll mess you up. I spent some time there in 2009 winter, super cold, rang the bell in the oldest church in MD, did a Smithsonian visit. My dad, Pop, wants to go to the Smithsonian. I think Giles does too. Yeah, yeah, I had it once too. It's not good stuff. It made me sick. And then the medicine they gave me made me sick. It was messed up. Our water now has the forever chemicals. Yeah, oh yeah. It's really weird. Every so often, we run our hot water, and first we thought it was our brand new tank, but it feels oily. And then I noticed an odor coming from the cold when you run the cold. It's like an odor. Well, we have the old Tangi River, and that's what it smells like. And I'm going, they're not pumping straight old Tangi River for water into our. I have filter systems. I try to keep Dad from using tap water in the coffee maker. I just don't trust it any of it. I mean, you can't even buy bottled water. You're taking a chance. Yeah. Oh, Edna, I still want you to tell me what it would cost you to make me a batch of crab cakes. And I send you the money and everything and give you all the cash they would take to freeze it and send it to me. Would you do it? Would you honestly do it? Because I'm serious. And Dad says, I could use some really homemade crab cake. I'd like some too. If I'm going to get them, I might as well get them from somebody who knows how to make them. Oh, yeah. E. coli. Crab cakes. You get me hungry. We had steak for dinner. It was all right. Pretty good. But I'm even getting picky about the meat I buy at the store. If I could make them and freeze them, I'm serious. If I would give you the money and send it to you, enough money to cover the goods to make the crab cakes and to put them in a freezer container and send them to me, you would do it. And I need to get a hold of Arisha. I haven't really been on Facebook. I go in and go out real quick because I've been busy. I'm going to get a hold of her tomorrow and find out about getting you your hoodie too. I have it written down. So send them on dry ice in a phone box. Yeah, that's usually what they do. Actually, I have packing stuff that you probably could use in my freezer. You just have to refreeze it again, and it would probably make the trip. Have you do it like 2 day? I'd give you enough money to like 2 day overnight or something. Yeah, it sounds about right. But they don't use too much dry ice anymore, and they have these really great freezer packs now. You freeze them and they stay frozen for like a long time. Shipping would be send the get her link from me and I'll go. She doesn't have the .com anymore. You have to order it through Facebook now. Unless you're going to join Facebook. I'll let me check Facebook tomorrow. And if you come in for Miss Pixie tomorrow night, I'll make sure if I can give you any information, I will. If you want to go straight there. But I know the way Gemma talks, she was only doing Facebook now. So I don't know. I haven't talked to her for a while. She posts a lot, but she talks. She's been talking. She's getting into spiritualism and Reiki healing, I guess, or something. So yeah. Shoot a pound of lump in 96. Yeah, it goes straight to GoDaddy. Yeah, I had the same problem. And I think Gemma said that day when we talked about it that she was just doing Facebook, that it's gone. Best to wait till the season starts. Yes. Just let me know when's a good time. I'm serious. And we'll work it out. Sometimes you need to treat yourself. It's good for the state of mind, yeah. And Dad's been craving. Ever since I brought him up. They're closing all the Red Lobsters down, and around here, sometimes that's the closest place to a good seafood place you get, and it's like going to Olive Garden to me. But they're closing a lot of the Red Lobsters down, and there's not really too many fishy, like seafood places around here. They closed the Kiki down. That place was awesome. And you used to be able to get all kinds of good stuff there. That'd be fine. The more the flatter you get, the more I get. We'll figure it out. I'm serious though. If you would do it, I'll make sure we cover you, and I'll have all your information for your sweatshirt tomorrow night. I do miss seafood from Florida, man. I'm telling you what. When we went down there for spring break, I did love the seafood. I kind of got sick of seafood when I was in Japan, and then I ate raw suit. I had some sushi, and it almost killed me, and I haven't touched it since. But yeah, the fresh fish down in Florida. Um, I like pond fish, so I like the sunfish. I like panfish and stuff like that. Oh, you don't like the fishy fish? My son don't eat fish. Now, I think he'll eat lobster once in a while. He likes shrimp, and he loves popcorn shrimp. I love shrimp. I love salmon. I love trout. I love bass. But it's been a while since I've had a good, any bass. But I've had trout. We just had salmon not too long ago. There's a Japanese place here in town. Some of the best Japanese food. This stuff is awesome. We haven't had a bad dinner yet. Used to get crab stuffed flounder. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty good. I love seafood. I'm off and on sometimes about seafood. Like I said, I ate a lot too when I was training. That was a big thing, like the push on it. Plus, you kind of get in that mood. I eat a lot of Asian. And like I said, ever since I had the bad sushi, I still eat Asian. I'm a little more picky about what I eat. Sheep's head fish are the best. Now, I've never had sheep's head. I had my share of bass. It's been a while since I've had bass, but I've had trout and salmon not too long. We had salmon not too long ago, and I had trout just about a year ago. Really good too. It was awesome. Now, see, Dad will eat flounder. I like tuna. I'm probably the only person in this house right now that eats tuna. They heavily stock in the creeks and rivers these days. Makes you wonder. Yeah, it does. There's a over here on the other side of the cemetery. You cross the river, and it's what they call Antrim Pond and Antrim Lake, but it's actually just a huge pond. And they stock the crap out of it. I don't eat sushi because I don't eat bait. I'll tell you what, I've had some good sushi, but ever since that time, I haven't touched it. Gemma's a big sushi person. She loves her sushi. So does my dad. I just can't touch it anymore. Poison fish for us to catch and eat. I've had blowfish. That wasn't bad. I've had squid. That was all right. Kelp salad, which wasn't bad. Bought some USA catfish yesterday for around, wow, skin off. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. Now, my dad loves cat fishing, and he only eats the stuff that he gets out of the ponds because most of the ponds are clean that he fishes out of because, they make sure that nobody's doing dumping and stuff around them. And the best ones are actually when you go out in the woods and find a nice little pond. Those are the ones you want to fish out of. But he loves his fried catfish. He likes to roll them in cornbread, like a cornbread mix. They used to reproduce on their own just fine. Yeah. Oh, calamari fried real brown. See, now calamari, I really couldn't get into for something. I don't know. But they say it's good. I tried to when I was younger. I don't think that's another thing I never touched. And there's some seafood I won't touch. You're gonna make me hungry, man. Now I'm gonna be craving crabby patties and bacon. We had that at the Thai restaurant, garlic sauce. Now that sounds good. That actually sounds really good. Now AK's gonna come in here and tell us what he's grilling on the grilling. I'm about ready for a brisket. When I go down to the creek, I have to trash bag my pocket. Oh, I know, it's so bad. We have the same problem here. This creek that I played in used to be so clean. And you literally go down there now, and everything that comes off the rainwater and stuff that flows down there. I heard one of the cemetery guy. A lot of people bring their dogs to walk in this cemetery. I don't have a problem with it, but they don't do a very good job picking up after themselves. Oh, I could hear this one guy down there, one of the workers down there cutting grass. Must have been weed eater or something. Must have stepped in something. Oh man, he was not a happy camper. Funny octopus fact: there's a species of octopus that when confronted by a female, the mate will rip his How's that? We gotta be careful, Brian. That's funny though. That is not that bad. You at least you bleep it out. That's messed up though. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. I'm still a carnivore diet here. I do like I love a good. See, my problem is I love my steaks and stuff like that, but I get tired of meat, so sometimes I have to substitute. And I like eggs, man. I can eat eggs all the time. I'm actually thinking about getting me a couple hens, so I have fresh eggs all the time. Octopus will also slap fish out of its spidey. I'll tell you what, you know, squids and octopus are not from this world. There is no, in their DNA, they cannot find it linked to any other species. So where the hell do these things come from? Yeah. I made a fillet wrapped in thick bacon on the grill last night. You could cut it with and a stop. You guys are making me hungry. My husband won't let me get chickens. They're a pain, but man, I'll tell you what, there's nothing like fresh eggs. And if you gotta have, and you can't go to the store to get some chicken, at least you got one in the yard. But it's a mess. It's not that bad. I plucked the chicken. I couldn't do the rest, but I plucked the chicken. Chicken. My dad even goes, "That sounds like a great idea. We could have fresh eggs every day." I said, "Man, my Aunt Glad down in New Lex, Ohio, she had geese. And I'll tell you what, those eggs were always so good. I don't know. God has made some awesome animals. The duck, for example. God made the chicken waterproof and gave it because yeah, really. I like duck, but my dad doesn't like duck. He thinks it's dirty. He said it's too greasy and too dirty. And I said, man, every duck I've ever had has always been, but I like duck and orange sauce. That's like my thing. I've been having a hard time eating meat for a while now. I eat a lot of it, eggs for protein. Yeah. Now, see, I like eggs, and eggs are probably one of the best ways to get protein. And peanut butter. But you can only live off peanut butter sandwiches for so long. I eat 6 eggs a day. Are you serious? That's not bad. I mean, we eat 3 at a time, or a couple in the morning, a couple at lunch, maybe a couple at dinner. Do you eat them? How do you eat them? Do you fry them, poach them, scramble them, hard boiled eggs? I love hard boiled eggs and I love devil food eggs. I love devil food eggs. Yeah, that's the first thing when you have family gathering and somebody brings in the devil foods. I go try everybody's because everybody's got a different way of making them. Now I am going to be hungry now. I love them always. I do too. Actually, there's never been an egg that I wouldn't eat unless it was bad. Must be fun at your house. With the remnant of animals like cattle, the grass is fermented in the chamber stomach. All the toxins, all the breakdown. Those animals, insulin does the work, so yours doesn't have time to. Hard boiled eggs, and lobsters for me. Ooh, that actually kind of sounds good. It does. Man, come on, hair, grow back. With my gray hair on the side, it makes it look like it's cut. Talking about my hair again, Ryan. You could definitely tell the difference between store-bought and fresh eggs. Oh, yeah, you definitely can. You definitely can. I don't care what anybody says. And they actually, I think there's a video out there where somebody was comparing, raising your own chicken and eggs and the store eggs. The difference was just amazing. I was like, holy crap. I mean, they even compared them to like the organic eggs and cage-free eggs, and there was still a big difference. Thanks for the refresher. I've lived in the area all my life. Never did I see so many animals come out in the day until now. Really? Anyone ever tried turkey eggs? No, I've never have. I've had quail eggs. Even had an ostrich egg. Regular eggs, geese eggs, goose eggs, duck eggs. I don't think I've ever tried a turkey egg. I bet that'd be interesting. But I bet it'd be a good egg. Yeah, pasture raised all the way, but way better. Yeah. And when you raise your own chickens, there's a big difference. That was just a general comment. Let me tell you you're fine. Have you really? How are they? Are they any good? Have you tried them, Ryan? Very rich. Oh, I bet they are. I bet they're real high in protein too. Oh, you've had them too? I'm gonna have to try turkey eggs now. Where can I get turkey eggs? I'd say my favorite out of all the eggs is probably geese eggs, goose eggs. It was like every other one was a double yolk. They were always so fresh. She'd get them in the morning. She'd go down to pluck them in the morning, make them that morning. Oh, and they were so big. Now, the ostrich egg was an interesting thing. It was all right. It was good. Had kind of, it sounds funny, but it did have really gamey taste to it. They're okay. I'd rather have chicken eggs. Okay. I still want to try it. I do see a lot of black bears, moose up here. Really? Do you really? Now, Gemma sees a lot of black bears. She lives up in Jersey, northern Jersey. It's funny because this every year she always ends up with a couple cubs in her yard or playing up by the porch, and they have to go inside. Many times ghosts. They're hard to find though. Farmers don't really raise turkeys for. That's true. That's true. The farm next to ours had a turkey farm, so we had fresh turkeys. Oh, really? That's the way to go. I'd love a fresh turkey for Thanksgiving instead of a store-bought one. I've never tried moose. I call those the wood tanks. Oh, wait, I love moose. Wood tanks. That's probably what they are, too. I took a pic of a black bear in my backyard. Was that the other day when you said they were out in your yard? Yeah, she has them all the time, too. I think she posted one pitch. We were talking about how cats sounded like. She posted a meme about cats sounding like they're talking to each other. And then there's another one where it sounds like they're almost talking human. So we used to, and I don't know if it's a raccoon family that live around here, but sometimes at night I can hear them in our backyard. And it sounds like mom yelling at the children. It's hilarious. No, that was a while back. Okay. Now I've had bison. I've had assault cows. Yeah, they are too. But I've had bison. I love bison. I would say bison is probably the best of the meats that I've had. And the hamburger. Oh, good. I posted it on my hack Facebook account page. Oh, did you? Yeah, you should try to get that back or shut it down. I guess you really can't because now it's hacked. Yeah, it's happening a lot more too still. And I still get screwed with. I had friended a couple people. They're gone already. It's like, what the heck, man? That was part of Thanksgiving turkey shoot. It was the most disturbing thing ever. Yeah, they are kind of, but man, it's good eating. They still won't straighten that out for me. Really? Yeah, yeah. Good luck, because it's really bad. We had a bear tear up a tree in my parents' home, Ohio home. Yeah, they are seeing more and more bears down south, which is, because we're not really considered bear country, but they're starting to see. A while back, somebody was pretty sure they down around Portsmouth or somewhere on the Ohio River, they saw a bobcat or something like that. It was crazy. Yeah, when you shoot one, it's yeah. When the other turkeys see another one getting shot, yeah, it really scared. We always shot at targets, never live turkeys. I've only been hunting once, and we were hunting rabbit, and I didn't mind rabbit because the first time I tried rabbit was down in Chillicothe at my dad's. It was my aunt and uncle's, and he raised rabbits, and I was go out and pet the rabbits and stuff. And I came in one night and they were we were out playing. And we all went in to have dinner, and I'm sitting there eating a leg, and he goes, "How is that?" I go, "It's really good chicken." He goes, "That's not chicken, dude. That's a rabbit." But it was good. And I eat it every so often still. We always shot. What kind of satanic turkey shoot did you use? No big. It's called Thanksgiving. Kill them. What time we got? And by the way, for the 9 folks that are watching, including the ones in chat, thank you for coming in and hanging out. And I'm taking ideas. Me and Ryan are taking ideas for topics. And topics we got so far for Tuesdays are Lizard Man, which we're going to talk about this Tuesday. And then, because Gemma will be off this Tuesday, she's got the little one Friday and Monday, and she won't get no work done, so she'll need a makeup day. And then the following Tuesday, Frogman, Devil's Monkeys, then Pale Crawlers again. We're going to get a little more depth, and then the Fleetwood Monster. So that will be good. And tomorrow, Pixie's on tomorrow night at 10. I mean, at 10. Pixie's on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Well, 8 p.m. my time is ET time. Gemma will be here Friday night. I'll say 7:15, but she's been starting about 7 o'clock. So you might want to show up early. And then I'll be here Saturday night for Gemma's replay. And we'll get a couple more in, and I'll probably slow down and change it up a little bit. I don't want to do her whole. I'm trying to spread it out, and I'm kind of don't want to do the whole catalog. And then Monday, her 2 videos. When hopefully Saturday, when I come in to do Gemma's replay, I can tell you or she'll tell you what they are Friday for Mondays 11 and 12. Last Mondays were really good. So if you hadn't had a chance to see listener encounters 17 and 18 last Monday at 11 and noon, go back and check out the channel. They were good ones. I even got one in there. Smoochie got one in there. Nut Slap got one in there. So check them out. All right, fam. Well, have a good night. The Wendigo's got to roll. I don't call you the Wendigo. You're the Wendigo guy. No, are you Windy Walker? Have a good night, dude. And have a wonderful sleep. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. I'm sure we'll snap at each other at one point during Facebook or something. And you can yell at me anytime too, Ryan. You got my number, so don't be afraid to text. Sometimes I just get busy. Not as slow as Gemma, but I will answer you back. Tomorrow is, now we're going to work around the house. Oh, that's another thing. Gemma's live on Michigan Rob's channel tomorrow afternoon at 1. So check it out. In fact, I need to get you guys the link for that. I almost forgot, man. She killed me. Hold on one sec. See if I can find that. Dun, 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 dun. Where you at, buddy? I do watch his channel. I just don't leave a whole lot of comments on him. I just kind of watch and hang out. And I haven't been leaving a whole lot of comments on other people's stuff. But just been like kind of roaming around. Where are you at? But I do watch a lot of channels. There it is. Let me get the link here for you guys. Right here. I'm going to give you the link for the thing. Copy. There you go. Here's the link for it, guys and ladies. This will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. I almost forgot. She beat my butt. There you go. That's her stream for tomorrow. She's in. She's gonna be on Michigan Rob's, Bigfoot Rob's channel tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Brunch with him, they're calling it. She'll be on from I think 1 to 2, but I'll be doing some work in the morning. Be there for that. Then Dad's got a doctor's appointment. Then store. Then come home and take care of Miss Pixie. This watch isn't nagging me. If they gave it to me to aggravate me, it's working. And if you don't like it, take it off for a little bit. My son's got one. I don't know how. My dad says he looks like Dick Tracy playing with it. So Dick Tracy was ahead of his time because he had a watch just like you guys are messing with now. If anybody remembers who Dick Tracy is, I'm sure there's a few of you out there that do. Yeah, I don't. That's another thing. Even if I could wear them, this stuff, it would drive me nuts. I carried a pocket watch for a while, and I didn't like feeling like I was being obsessive over time. So now that I don't wear a watch or anything anymore, I feel a little more at ease. Why would anyone pay this much for a plastic watch? It's against my nature. But they do. And then people complain why they're being watched all the time. Why is the government? Well, if you're going to have products like that out there and you're going to buy them, they're going to take advantage of it. I never did super time. Oh, it's only 1:30. That's nice. It's kind of casual. But yes, again, for all the folks who have stopped in and out, I appreciate it. I'll give another rundown a little bit of the events. We try to keep something going most of the time on this channel, one way or another. Because I like the midnight talks. I do like the Wednesday and gone back to midnights has been kind of nice. I'm clicking my pen. Make sure you type reality, weird experiences. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, hon. A lot of weird stuff. That dang phone was crazy expensive. Oh, I'm sure. So that's, it's like this thing to me is kind of a waste on me. Yeah, I get on Facebook with it when I'm out and about, when I'm standing around waiting for somebody something. But other than that, I really don't use half the apps on this. I do like the camera. And even my camera is not that great. So yeah, I can. I was perfectly content with just a good old flip phone. Those flip phones were a pain to text with because you had to go A, B, C. You see, I had a free phone too, and it was a Android. But man, I had so many problems with it. It just was the crappiest. Just it was not a good phone. And the battery, I constantly had to have the battery replaced. The only thing I don't like about these is you can't replace the batteries. You got to get a whole new damn phone. It's just a pain in the ass. Pardon my language. I should be able to at least change the battery to save the phone. Like I said, I barely use half the apps on there. Not even half of them. Now, Dad has a what's it called? Safe Links phone, which is just a flip phone. I'd prefer just to have that. And his actually takes almost better pictures than mine, which is weird. Used to carry 2 extra batteries. Yeah, I know people that did. Hi, Pat, Mom. How you doing, hon? Thanks for popping in. Were you watching? That's all right. You're more than welcome. But thank you for popping in, hon. Yeah, I knew people that used to carry 2 batteries all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I bet it did, and I bet it did kind of look like the Matrix to you. I can build a I can build a nice desktop PC with 28 threads for under $1,000. No expenses needed. No expensive phone needed. I love my I love my desktop, man. Now I would have liked to have kept my old one because I built my old one, but somebody fried it, not liking what I was finding. Got off life support. Yeah, don't know, don't know why spell check. I hate spell check. Even when you try to correct it, you try to check. Hey, Ralph. Well, thanks for waking up and saying hi, dude. Thanks for tagging. Well, hitting the thing on my post too. How you doing, sir? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Been kind of busy, but I'm good. You do. You have a wonderful day tomorrow. Take care of that family. I'll have to make sure I drop you a hit on your next post. Good night, good man. You take care of that family and have a wonderful day too. Hope we see you either tomorrow night for Miss Pixie or Friday night for Gemma if you could sneak in. Always good to see you, Sue. Dude, please take care of that family. You're a good man. I know you do. They laughed at my old phone. You know, a lot of people want to go back. I know they call them burner phones now, but you know, their sales have picked up. A lot of people aren't talking about it, but burner phones are making comeback because nobody wants to get hooked up with either, some kind of contract or you buy what you need. If you don't want somebody, if you get things get too crazy, you could dump it and just get a new one, new phone number and everything. But the problem is you got to change it every time. You have to call all your doctors stuff, change it every time. And actually, burner phones can be harder to track too. Man, it's always good to see you, Ralph. You have a wonderful day. I figured you might pop in tonight. Yeah, it's like a dad. We were standing in the grocery store and Pop pulled out his phone because it rang, and this kid looked at him with, "Man, well, you ancient." It's like I laugh. He's a lot more ancient than you think, kid. Yeah, I've seen the folding phones. Yeah, it has a continuous screen. telling you. Have you seen what they can do with nurses now have this thing that you can put on your arm? It's like a little, like a piece of tape, and it acts with your veins. So they type your vein, and it reacts to the veins and the flow, and they can actually see where the best part is, where the best place to put a shot to, give you an intravenous and all that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty wild. I just saw a video just not too long ago. It's pretty amazing. So technology is definitely ramping up again. Look at AI. They don't even give you a charger block. That's like, son got mad because when I got mine, he had to pay for his charger block. And she goes, we'll just give you the charger block with it. And I'm like, are you serious? Because I know that they charge you for everything. That's the one thing about Apple, man. They literally do. They charge you for everything. And then they got to give you a charger that doesn't fit with anything. You got to buy a special charger for it. I heard it's even worse now. They had a phone in there. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. It's insane. Why do you need all that? It's like the Stanley Cups. It's a superior thing. Look at me, I'm fancy. See, and then what happens when you break it? You just lost $1,700. What the heck? It's like everybody I've ever known that had a Corvette wrecked it. In fact, one friend of the family, he didn't even make it out of the wreck. And in 3 years, it blows up. Yeah. And you need a new one. That's 100 ribeyes. It is. Yeah, it is. Heck, it might even add a few take away some of those ribeyes and throw a few porterhouses in there too. That's what I'm ready for now. I haven't had one for a while. It's a good porterhouse, good T-bone. I haven't had a good T-bone in a while. I've seen a good T-bone just a few days ago when somebody got T-boned at the top of the street. Ha ha, bad joke. But yeah, it's just technology's getting crazy, and the stuff they want for it, it's like the PlayStation 5 and all these new consoles, and now all these people are like I won mine, but you pay all that money, and then you're finding out the gaming industry is going to screw you. It's just bad. Because they want to charge you for everything too. It's like you can't buy extras in anything, not only in the gaming world, anywhere, without having to pay it for the extras. You shouldn't have to pay for it. But yeah, $1,700 for a phone. I don't get it. I really don't. Does it walk you and nurse your kid for you and feed your kid and all something special? Now, how many here own a Series or a Lexus? I won't own one of those. There's no way. I've heard too many creepy things come out of those things. We were at a friend's house, and his Alexis went off, and it started laughing. Then it was repeating everything we said, and it was freaking us out. I think he even recorded it. I don't know if he ever put it on his channel or not. Go to Five Below and get the accessories. Same day. Yeah, isn't it though? Yeah, it is. And you can't even call it the $5 anymore. It's $5 now, $10, and the dollar store is now $5. Yeah, it does. Yes, it does cost a lot more to miniaturize it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the phone and the iPad is probably the same. Actually, I just have a monitor in front of me, and I can guarantee you it's listening to me. next to my camera. I'm sure somebody's listening to it on, not just you guys, but who cares? I don't care anymore. They don't like what I have to say, they can just turn it off or come get me. But yeah, everything listens to you now. You hear about they found out that a washer was digital and had an AI in it, and it was listening to people and keeping tabs on when they were on the internet and stuff. It was creepy, and this was a washing machine. So they took the internet off. They turned the internet off, and they kicked back on, and they couldn't explain it. And they were like, "Would they got rid of it?" I was like, "Holy cow! Now they got washing machines doing it. What the?" When you're talking about something and 2 days later it pops. Oh yeah, me and Gemma talk about that all the time. It's like as soon as you bring something up, it's like we were talking about PlayStation 5 today. And next thing I know, I get on and what was it? An ad for a PlayStation 5. I was like, what the? Yeah, it's pretty sus. Oh, they sell all your information too. Even the places that say they don't sell your information, they sell. We all know that. Well, just be glad you don't live in China. That's not good. They put on such a false facade, but you literally can't go anywhere. Your face is everywhere. They are keeping tabs of you everywhere you go in. From what I understand, even in the bathrooms. So we are marked when we were born. I don't know if we truly are. Some people say that, but it wouldn't surprise me. What do you think your social security number is? It's basically a government ID on you. Yeah. Your social security number is basically just your ID. That's the dang mark. Yep, it is. Ghosty, did you finish watching? Yes, I did. I was all right. I wasn't thrilled at the end of it. I finally told my son I watched it. He was like, I liked it. It was all right. It got a good strong, and then it kind of just. So we'll see. Yeah, she's kind of interesting. I like her. She's all right. I like to see her do something else. I know she's done other stuff. It hasn't she? It's our tattoo on our arm. It's our identifier. I don't have a tattoo. Yeah, I'm not allowed to do tattoos. Unfortunately, I can't. I would love to have a Batman, Superman emblem on my arm. Nope. And then I was going to have my fighting logo put on my other arm. But nope. It wouldn't be a good idea. And I have like super sensitive skin too. Your social security number? I don't think I have anywhere. As far as I know, somewhere I can't see. Real, they want you to take the chip. They're not going to force it on you. But right now, yeah, your credit cards, your bank card. Why do you think? Have you ever been in a bank lately? There might be like people my dad's age that still go in and take care of, or unless you got to go in and do paperwork. Nobody goes in a bank very much anymore. They go to the ATMs. They would prefer you to go to the ATM if it's not being dragged down the street by somebody trying to steal it. Crack it open. We've got an ATM up here. I swear, about every couple months, somebody tries to take that thing down. I go once a month. I still like going into the bank. I'd rather have the service. And with Dad, he still does a lot of paperwork and stuff and everything. So, but I don't think we've been in the bank for the last. The last time we went in there was having to take care of some paperwork for him. That was a little bit ago. We just usually go to the ATM. They want to take that chip in your credit, and put it in your finger. Actually, they want to put it either in your palm or on your wrist or on the forehead, like the mark of the beast. I try to carry cash. I think it's important to carry cash. Though they really don't want you to. They're trying to get away from it. But they'll never really, it'll take them a while. Just think if they decide to go to Bitcoin or something like that. But they don't like Bitcoin because it's hard to trace. But they're trying to wiggle their way into that too. Does anybody here do Bitcoins? I thought about it a couple times just to get a few and just hang on to them. There's in north of me, there's a carryout that actually has a Bitcoin machine. I thought about getting a couple because they're popular Bitcoins. I thought about just getting a couple, hanging on to them, see what happens because the market's so. I don't know if it's doing really good right now or not. If anybody's listening, let me know. I've always been interested in it, but I'm not a very good. I'm good at keeping my own finances, but some of this stuff, it's not that it's confusing. It's just a hassle. I trade Bitcoin, but do you really? Oh, BTAX, both long and short term. It's pure speculation. Yeah, I figured that. It's confusing to me. Yeah, it is to me. That's like Gemma had a post about a guy laying in bed, a stick figure laying in bed wondering why we just don't print more money. Man, did she get every explanation? And it's true, you just can't print money, and you just can't make gold worth more. Yeah, I wish it was that simple, but unfortunately, some things never change. Yeah, I noticed that, Edna. I know a couple people that do, but I've never really talked to them about it. See, I'm going to tell you, if you buy gold or silver, you don't want certificates. You want to hold it. You want to be holding it. Don't let them scam you with we'll give you a certificate and hold it for you. No. Give me the gold. Hold on, I got to call. But yeah, don't take the gift. If you got gold and silver, hang on to it right now. I'm telling you, China's buying it up like crazy, and then they're giving fake gold to their people who buy gold and they give them fake gold. It's a mess. There's a couple of channels I'd like to. If people are interested in how China really is, I can send you a couple of channels. There's two guys that are best that actually lived there for long periods of time. They literally basically almost felt like they had to escape there. They can make Papa's money useless in a heart. Oh, yeah, easy. No, it is Papa's money. The paper, I know what you meant, Edna, but you can call it Papa's money because basically what it is now. I mean, it kind of makes sense. That little boo-boo makes sense in a way. Yeah, I know silver's expected to go up. Gold will probably go up because China's buying it up. Yeah, there you go. Latra's the man. There you go. That's cool to know. But yeah, that actually that boo boo does make mistake. That little mistake makes a lot of sense. It is Papa's money now. Everything's so digital. You know. But yeah, I try to make it a point to carry cash if I can. And it's funny because when you go to pay in cash, you always get a look now like, man, do I have to count out change? It's like, yeah, it is. And it is. It really become Papa's money. It's just, if you want a sample investment that doesn't need a lot of babysitting, symbol CEF. Oh, okay. Listen to this man. We got a financial guy in here. That's good. That's good to know. You have a friend that plays the stocks. He does pretty good. So. And I say play the stock. That's what you're doing. It's just like bet. Especially when you got senators and Congress people messing around with those stocks too. They should be happy they still have a job to give out change. Isn't it the truth, Edna? Set it and forget it, Marco. Interesting. You know, I'll write this down. I'll go back to chat, Latro, and write these down, and I'll go check them out. I usually do. Anytime somebody brings something up in chat, I'd usually write it down or go back and check it out. Go write it down after the stream. Or the next morning, I want to go back and look at what they said and check it out. Yeah, see, my dad was mad because my little brother, before he left, he sold all of his silver and gold coins, took them, broke into his lockbox and took them, a whole bag of them. He probably had a couple. I probably don't know what they're worth now. But when they were last checked, it was a couple $1,000s. Probably worth even more now. And we don't know what happened to any of that thing after, any of that stuff after he said goodbye to the world. I can't get any answers from anybody out of Kentucky. They won't even tell us what happened to his ID, anything. We don't know who claimed his stuff in his apartment. Oh, yeah, in the financial world, Latra, that would not surprise me. And to me, any of that stuff is just like gambling. Yeah, and then I got the police officer that answered that, dealt with all the stuff. He won't even return my phone calls. He told my ex-sister-in-law that the case was closed and there was no more answers. There's some stuff that went down as we were finding things out about what, him and everything. And Kevin owed some people a lot of money. He was muling for a while, if you know what muling is. And we knew he owed a lot of people money. And my gut just tells me that he wouldn't do something the way he did it. And something just doesn't add right. It has ever since I was told. Because it just doesn't sound like him. I don't think he would be. Anyways, but you don't know what goes through a person's mind at that time. But there was a lot of sus stuff that went on. And I can't get no answers. They won't even send me a police report. I asked for a toxicology test. They won't send it. He won't even return my phone calls. Oh, the case is closed. So I want that stuff. Heck, it took him. Well, I was told it'd take a while to get his death certificate. And we just got it a week ago. Yeah, I agree. But he did owe money. I don't know if he owed people down there money, but I know he owed a lot of people money up here. And in Ross County, I think. Because he was muling from there and bringing it up here. It just, then a lot of that is hearsay. I can't prove anything. Though I know he was, when he was arrested the first time, he was arrested for mule. No, I don't. It's possible, but I don't know. But say it's pretty sus. There's just some things that went down that kind of troubled me and Dad. And every time we try to get answers, we get shut down. Now, I will say this. Since he moved on to the next world, wherever he went, I felt his presence in this house, him and Mom's both. But as soon as we got him in the ground, it stopped, which made me happy. Though Giles still, he lived up, when he lived here, he lived upstairs. And every so often, my son will say the room gets really cold and he gets really creeped out up there. But they left a lot of bad energy up there too. I've seen a happy, yeah. Oh, I have too. No, I have too. It's everywhere. Corruption is everywhere. It's sad. But yeah, just the whole thing sounded, the whole situation still feels sus to me. I can't get certain things out of my head. I'm still trying to get answers and not really getting any answers. And it's starting to pee me off. I've even tried pulling some cords and having some people do some check. The potential families can own a town. Oh yeah, easy. But see, we don't eat. Now I've got a friend that lives, John, down in Cincinnati. I think even Chris knew where the place was at when I brought it up. Paintsville, Kentucky. I think it's the place. Is where he was living. But we've had him tell us that he was living with a girl. The police, when they came to tell us he was gone, told us he was acted like he was alone. We got the impression he was living alone. Then when I started to find out more, one time I was told he was living with a girl because she openly admitted that he had put her as a guardian or something. I don't know. It was really weird. And then she just disappeared. And then we were told that he was living with a guy and his wife and a girl. I told my dad I may just go down there myself and go check it out. He got the address he was living at and everything. Kind of go down there and wander around, get a little nosy. It's not that far. About a day's drive. That cops are not just sounding very cooperative makes me think something's up. It just like sometimes that's not usually the case, but sometimes they have unanswered questions too, and they don't want to, state something that they may regret later. So I don't know. It just some of those things that went on down there made me feel a little not right, sus. This girl thing and living with the living situations that we were hearing. It's just freaky. As if he was living with somebody, you would think that he would known what he did. It's just weird because a guy in Facebook is the one that actually called somebody because he left his goodbye in Facebook, and he was trying to call him, but unfortunately he was a little late. Trying to get somebody to get over there and talk to him. I'd get as much information as you can where you're at. Don't go down there alone, Ghost. I'm not worried about going alone. I don't fear much. I don't fear much stuff like that. If I want answers, I'll go get answers. With or without somebody. Yeah. But right now I don't go too far because of Pop. And he might make the drive, but I am curious because I'm not getting any answers up here. But I'm about ready to give up too because it's done and over with. I don't know what else I could do. I mean, the only person that really knows the truth right now, I guess, is God. and him. I know you're not worried, but I would worry about you. I know you would. Hey, believe me, honey, I can still kick butt. It takes a lot to take me down. I may be a messed up guy, and my little brother tell you I still got some kick in me. My dad will tell you, you see me get somebody's face. Then he got mad because I came home and stopped somebody from thieving from General Dollar one day, took him down, come running out of the store with a bunch of goods. And I was like, no, I'm not paying for that. And I took him down. Then there was somebody in the car waiting for him. And they got out of the car and came at me, and I took them down. The cops that showed up says, you'd be lucky if you don't get sued. And I said, don't sue me. I have nothing to be sued for. Let them go for it. I never heard a thing out after I made the police report. I never heard anything. I know I messed one woman's nose up pretty bad. But I'm tired of watching people come running out of the store with stolen goods. I'm sick of it. It's just pathetic. That's it, and you'll never know. And I don't know if we will ever know. See, that's the thing, and I don't think we'll ever know. But there was just some things that still kind of bother me. It's just still kind of sketchy. Yeah, very sketchy passing. Yeah, and you've been through it too. Oh, I'm sure you have. It's like I didn't know. Dad was telling me, see, I only met out of all of his brothers and sisters. I don't remember his brother Jim too much, but I apparently had met him. But the only Aunt Sally, which is his little sister, and then his two older sisters, and that's it. I didn't meet any of his older brothers and sisters. One they believe was off by a drowning that somebody kind of made her go underwater and not come back up. And that was never a solved case. They wrote it off as accidental when everybody knew it wasn't accidental. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And I should have gotten a police report when I asked for one. And all he would tell me was the case is closed. We don't do that. I said, that's bullshit. I thought about getting a lawyer, but maybe I'm not meant to know. Maybe it's for the best. But there's still some things. And I asked for like I said, I asked for a police report, the toxicology, because I know they did toxicology. And I wanted to know, and when I asked what happened to his driver's license and all that stuff, he wouldn't answer me. He never answered me. I don't know if it's sitting in an evidence box or if somebody claimed it. I don't like that, because a lot of people take people's identities after they pass on. Good night, Ron. You have a good night. Have a wonderful day. It's good when people leave. I think it's a good time to. Pixie's on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. ET time, my time. So, but she lives out in New Mexico, right? She'll be on at 8 tomorrow night. Gemma on Friday night at 7:15. Try to be early. And I'm on at midnight. Sunday, no go. Monday, her videos at 11 and noon. So have a good, wonderful night, Ron. Have a wonderful weekend if we don't see you. Enjoy your sleep. Yeah, we're going to be going here pretty soon, too. It's 2:09. I don't have to rush up in the morning, but I do want to get a couple things done. This guy was dealing burger sugar and was found, moved, all kinds of stuff. I think Kevin was moving the H and a couple other things. He kind of liked his pills. Ghosty, that picture of you from my high school is a knee slapper. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? My yeah, that's my graduation picture. That was they made me grow my hair. My parents it made me put my hair down. I was just coming out of my punk phase. Actually, it was a lot longer than that because I had it all. I would go to these punk shows and spike it all up. I was getting into my going back to just good old rock and roll phase at that time, you know, with the Police, little new wave. So they tried to make me look as dignified. That's all right. Here you go. Sorry about that, sticking my face in the camera. I found my high school ID. You want to see something funny? Look at this. That was my sophomore year. I didn't even know I still had this sucker. I was actually very happy at that moment. I won't. He was also robbed. You see, that's the thing. You think that looks very handsome? You know, I was 3 sheets to metal, and I took when they took this man. Look at his big old glasses. I don't see if you can see it very good. That was those days. Those were the days. That looked nothing like I did in high school. I plumped up. That was because of all that damn president. I'm still trying to lose the weight. Not to get rid of the man boobs. You're cooking on the gut. The gut's getting there. Reminds me of time. Actually, my hair was a lot longer. My senior year, my hair was down to my collar. We went to spring break in Florida and Naples, and we walked into a record store, and I won a Tom Petty lookalike contest. And we got to go to a Tom Petty concert that night, second row. We got to meet Tom, super nice guy. We went out and burned one with him. And it was funny because I actually was wearing an old meat jacket. You know, the white meat jackets you used to see butchers wear or doctors wear? We each had one. We were wearing them around. His sister had took them from work. She worked for a deli. And we were walking around then, and I actually had a top hat on that I'd found. And it was wearing a top hat. And we walked into this record store, and he goes, "There's your winner right there." It's like, what I win? Tom Petty looked like, I was said to look like John Denver. Ooh, really? That's cool. Yeah. I don't know. Tom Petty wasn't that bad looking guy. He was a beanpole. Up until the day he passed. Now, I was a skinny kid. My son is built just like I was at his age. Until I got married, and the ex started feeding me good and make me eat food that I wasn't used to eat. Very handsome. She laughs. I'm going back and keep seeing that at the corner of my eyes. You look very handsome, giggle. When an ounce was $25, yeah. Yeah. And a half was set. No, here a half was $17.50, and it was 35. I used to that was a little trade on the side I had when I was young, especially when I was winning some money in kickboxing and just buying. I never did anything hard, just for the record. I was afraid to because of my issues. I did wander around with the little animals a couple times. That's probably as hard as I got. And I didn't mind drinking. I wasn't a big drinker. Now, when you're young, everybody's drinking beer, so you guys hanging out with them. But when I learned when I turned my senior year, I turned 18, beginning of my senior year, so I could even write my own notes to get out of school. My mom said, he's 18 years old. He can write his own notes. But they had 3-2 beer then. So 18-year-olds could buy 3-2 beer. So I'd be the one that always got called to the party. I'd just go buy a couple cakes. I never got carded anyways because of the gray, because of the white on the side of my head. Even then I had it. Nobody ever carded me, ever. I don't think I ever got carded until they started making a big deal about carding for cigarettes. It's getting quiet. I think 2 hours and 17 minutes is good. I think I'm going to call it, folks. Everybody go get some rest. Tomorrow's Thursday. And we'll call it a night. I want everybody to have a wonderful night. And I'm going to do the roll call again. See you tomorrow at 8:15. Also, check out Gemma's new book. Check out her shorts. Well, let's do this first. Check out the book, Gone, Mysterious, Volume 2, Mysterious Disappearance. I should put the link in it, but there's links all over the place. So, and I believe it's in the description. Watch her shorts. Hit on her shorts, please. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll see you all tomorrow night from Miss Pixie. I'll be in the background watching over chat. I'll see you for sure Fridays at 7:15. Try to get early because she's been starting early. So, and if you log in early or leave a message, say hi during the day, and I see it, and just make sure you're there first because the people I see during the day, and I write them down, will be the first. Though I don't make a time frame because sometimes I don't even get to look at to see who's popped in to say hi early, and sometimes not until about 4 or 5. Sometimes I get lucky and see. But everybody have a one. Yeah, she has been starting at 7 or a little after 7. So yeah, you might want to show up early. We just say 7:15. That way, if there's any delays, that she gives her time. But yeah, she's been starting pretty much at 7. So, and try to get your name on the list by 10. That's all we ask. After that, it's pretty much her call. But we'd love to have y'all. We're down to 2 people, so I'm going to shut up now. Say good night. Good night, Edna. Please get some good sleep, okay? Much love to you and all the people that have come and gone out through the night. And I will talk to you all soon. Much love to you all. Now I'm going to try to get some tonight. I'm pretty tired, so I might actually sleep a little bit tonight. Much love, Edna. Everybody, have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the flip side.